This is an art attack. This is an art attack. This is Art Attack. Hello there. Good to see you again. Hey, look at this, eh? See? Notice anything different? Good, aren't they? Yeah, new trousers. No, big feet. Want to make some? Come and have a look at this. Or should I say, walk this way. Now, to start with, you need to make a foot sole. So take a large piece of cardboard box card like this, and then using an old trainer or plimsoll, or better still, one from a pair that you're going to throw out, just place it on top of the card and draw around it, like that. Whatever you do, don't use your best trainers for this. There you go. And then put it to one side, as you'll need it later on. And the idea is to draw a large foot around your shoe outline, like this. Now, I'm doing your traditional cartoon foot. You can make it as wacky or as weird as you want, any type of foot, like that. But when you get round to the heel, just make sure you leave that gap of about 5 centimetres there. OK, I'm happy with the shape, so cut it out. Now, here's the clever bit. Just put your trainer back into position and stick it to the card using lots of sticky tape. I'm going to do this really quickly to show you. You take a bit more time and make it nice and secure. Don't worry about being too neat, as eventually this will all be covered up. Now you need to bulk out the foot and give it some shape. And to do this, you need good old newspaper. The idea is to scrunch a couple of sheets like this and just carefully wrap them around the heel of the trainer like that. When you're happy with the position, tape that into place like that. And then just add more newspaper to build up the foot shape. Cover the whole of your trainer, but not the opening. Some chunkier bits for the end of your foot. And big balls of newspaper for the toes. And how about this? When you've done all of the toes, finally you need to cut out some cardboard toenails and stick them into position at the end of the foot. So that's your basic foot. But it's a bit bony at the moment, so cover it in a layer of skin, Art Attack style. Just make some PVA glue in equal parts with water and paste it onto the foot like this, and then add strips of tissue or loo roll or, my favourite, kitchen roll. This stuff's great because it gives the foot a realistic skin-like texture, and work into all the nooks and crannies, over the toenails, down between the toes, and seal everything in, including the top of the trainers, like that. Just paste it all on. But whatever you do, don't go down inside the trainer. And the idea is to do 1 or 2, best to do 2 layers of this, because when it's dry, you'll have something that looks like this. Look at that. 2 layers worth, nice and looks solid there. And as you can see, I've just tucked the kitchen roll under the bottom part of the foot so that the sole is nicely sealed in. Next, you need to paint it. Now, acrylic paint is good as it's nice and hard wearing for when you're clumping about. But if you don't have any acrylic, you could always add some PVA glue to ordinary poster paint. And the idea is to match it to the colour of your own skin, because it's your foot, like that. And when you've painted it all, you will have a big foot. Not bad, eh? And as you can see, I've added some more detail here to the toes. Now all you have to do is make another one in exactly the same way using the other trainer, and then put them on and take them for a walk. Good, aren't they? Hey, and you know what they say about people with big feet? They wear big trainers. And this is what happens to your feet if you don't change your socks every day. You have been warned. Hey, and I'll tell you what, you know, these are brilliant for a foot fancy dress party. How's about this? The ugly duckling. Mind you, you wouldn't find it very easy dancing at the party. Try it yourself. Big feet.
That art attack is no mean feat! Hello? Yes, it's me again, the head. Now, do me a favour. When you are making your very own big feet, remember to use a pair of old trainers or plimsolls that are destined for the bin, and not your best pair of shoes. And don't worry if you missed any of that, because you can check out the Art Attack website for details on the big feet and all other art attacks in the show. Yes.
And it's kicking in here now. Get yourselves down to this.
Hey? What's this? Disco? I didn't know there was a disco here. Have a look at this. Ah! It's the Golden Oldies disco. Oh, look at them go. Oh, look at that. Oh,
I say, come on, young one.
hey, oh, no, not me. Oh, no. Oh, don't do that. Oh. I know how to liven the place up. A big art attack.
me what you mean.
Oh, no. Hey, no. Oh, no, don't dance. No, no. Hey.
Oh, what a wonderful heart attack of a DJ! All that bopping reminds me of the time I won a disco dancing competition at the local holiday camp. What do you mean you don't believe me? I know they say the camera never lies, and I can prove it. Hey! Whoa, whoa! Hey, cool dude, get on down. Oh, get back up again. Oh.
Welcome to Terror Tower, the Nightmare Castle. Thank you. First, we need some terror. So how about a spooky face, complete with angry eyes? There we go. And some triangles for the nose. And how about a long, ghostly mouth? Now, to turn this into a nightmare castle, these eyes and nostrils become windows. And this mouth becomes a portcullis. Now, to turn it into terror towers, just add the towers. Do lots of nice, long, pointy roofs, like that, and then add some shading detail down the sides. And some extra windows dotted round. Just down the sides of the castle, I think. And how about some spooky arms clawing out to get you? Now, I know castles don't have arms, but these are old, dead trees that have been struck by lightning over the years. Look at that. Now, Terror Towers is positioned precariously on the top of an old craggy cliff. And it's so old and haunted, it's dripping in goo with slime and cobwebs hanging off everything. And of course, every nightmare castle has bats in the belfry, so just little M shapes. And there it is, Terror Towers. Scary. Now here's the fun bit. I've used a water-soluble felt pen for this, not a permanent marker. So take a brush, dip it into some water, not too much, and just gently brush it over the picture to make the ink run, but not too much. And look what happens. You get this really atmospheric, sort of spooky effect. And then just draw in the full moon in white chalk and smudge it for a misty effect. And just add in some more mist around the towers. And again, smudge them. And then just pick out some highlights down the left-hand edge of everything where the moonlight kisses everything. And finally, just to bring out the scary face and give it a real spooky character, a bit of yellow chalk in these windows as if the lights were on in the face. And there it is, Terror Towers. Try it yourself. Draw a spooky face and turn it into the Nightmare Castle Terror Towers.
Oh, what a novel idea. Give a spooky face a makeover and turn it into terror towers. Of course, if I want to see some creepy, sinister towers, I just have to admire the view from my living room window. Do you want to see it? Cooling towers. I think I ought to move. Oh.
Right, here's a deal for you. As long as you don't get fed up sending in your artwork to me, I won't get fed up sticking it in my Art Attack scrapbook. There's loads of it in here. This one's really heavy, and it's all brilliant. Take a look at this. Hannah's sugar paper layer picture is nicely set off by her watercolour wash sunset. Great techniques. And Ben's Picasso-style abstract portrait is bizarre, but brilliant. Just like Picasso. And Jennifer's charcoal cat really made me smile. Look at all that smudge work. It's fabulous, isn't it? And Katie's used pastel crayons for her study of a banana. Sometimes the simplest objects make the best pictures. And here's an interesting art attack from Nathan. It looks to me like there's a bit of printing going on there. How did you do it, Nathan?
I made some printing blocks by carving into modelling clay. I then dipped these into paint and printed them onto coloured paper. Finally, I decided to cut different sizes of a single shape and glue them onto a sheet of paper.
Yes, fantastic art attack. Making a collage by forcing yourself to use only one shape. OK, I'm going to force myself into creating a pattern with circles. Now, you need a piece of paper, any size you like, and the idea is to draw lots of different size circles on it so that most of them overlap each other. Now, you can use lots of different things to draw circles. You could draw around plates, cups, even reels of sticky tape. Or how about this? You could even make your own homemade compass. Just cut a strip of cardboard box card and carefully push a notice board pin through one end, like that, and then just pop pencil holes along the centre of it at varying distances, and then place it in position by pushing the pin through your paper. It's always a good idea to put some thick newspaper or cardboard box underneath just to protect the furniture. And then, depending on what size circle you want, put your pencil through one of those holes and draw. And round you go. There it is. And then take it out and place it over here and just keep building your circles up. Different size circles using different holes along the length for your compass. I'll do another one there. I think I'll do a bigger one this time. Again, just make it overlap. Let's go in there. Look at this. Whoa, just about fit that one in. Round it goes. It's a good idea to keep your finger on the pin as you go. And keep building your picture up, different size circles. Make sure most of them overlap. And then you'll have something that looks like this, a sort of manic bubble effect. And when you're happy with your pattern, you can colour it in. Now you can use felt pens, pencil crayons, wax crayons, in fact, whatever you like. And the idea is to do it section at a time. I'm going to use a felt tip in here and just carefully colour each section in. And then when you get to the end, colour your next section in a different colour. So the idea is to build your picture up, but make sure that you don't do the same colour in adjoining sections. And if you do the whole of your pattern in the same way, when it's coloured in, it'll look something like that. Look at that, a sort of crazy circle pattern. And you can create all sorts of patterns going round in circles, and you know what? Every one of them is different. How about doing one like this, just using two colours? Or how's about using colours and patterns to block in your sections? Or you could even experiment with different types of pattern, like this one. Nice and simple, or minimalist, as the arties would say. Or why not go really crazy and do a bigger, mad one? Look at that. Hang that above your bed, you'll go mad in no time. Try it yourself. Create a pattern by going round in circles. And don't forget, you can check out the website for fact sheets on this and all the art attacks in the show. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!